I want to take a look at these binoculars that I bought from Bass Pro. They're a 10 by 25. So I've not opened the box yet. I did cut the seal. It's not been opened. I checked these out at the store. They did have the 8 by 25s there and the 12 by 25s. I did take a look at the 8 by 25s and the 12 by 25s in the store, and I noticed that the 8 by 25s compared to the 10 by 25s right from the get-go, for me, it was easier to get the interpupillary distance with the 10 by 25s. And the 12 by 25s were just as easy, but that extra 2 times for handshake, it seemed like the 10 by 25s of these three, for me, was the sweet spot. And it states that they do have a lifetime guarantee for workmanship defects. Alright, so here's some information on the glass. They are nitrogen purged. And they have a waterproof rating of IPX7. Shockproof construction. So that's nice. They do have an ingress protection IPX7 rating, which means they are protected against a heavy splashing and rain and cannot have any water seepage when exposed. They also are protected against short durations of water immersion, maximum immersion for less than 30 minutes, and at a depth you cannot be any more than 1 meter. So let's open these up. Alright, so let's pull out the case. They do come inside the case. Here's the neck strap. And it looks like some literature on the binoculars. And I believe that's a cloth, microfiber cloth. So let's take a look at the neck strap. I'm always amazed how they can package stuff so nice and neat in these little bags like this. I had a heck of a time just opening it up here. I know I'll never get it back in. It'll go around the lugs of the binocular. Seems like a nice stretchy, got a nice like a neoprene surface here. Should be very comfortable around your neck. Next, let's look at the binoculars. They do come in a nice padded case. Belt strap or belt loop here. Of course, they are wrapped up very nicely. I like to see that when I buy optics, that way I know nobody else has had them to fool with them. Now they come with rubberized eye caps or lens covers, and the good thing I like about these being that both ends are the same diameter, you can put any cap on any end. So when you're done using them, just pick them up and start putting them on. This does come with a diopter adjustment so that you can get both sides of the optical tubes the same. This is your main focusing knob. At the top is your diopter adjustment. So you want to make sure that when you pick these up, if you're the same person using them, all you need to do is adjust with this bottom focus wheel, and once you have them set properly, both that will be in focus. So to do that, take and cap the right side off of your objective lens. Then you'll focus on an object with your left eye, something towards infinity. Once that is sharp in the left binocular portion, cap the left objective, and then look through the right side of the binocular and only change the diopter wheel that you see here, rotating it back and forth. Now this has already been set for me. So once you've done that, you've now calibrated both sides of these binoculars. So in the future, if you're the same person using them, all you've got to do is turn the focus wheel here. Turn that focus wheel without touching the diopter adjustment, and both eyes will now be calibrated to this unit. Now if somebody else uses it, they'll have to adjust it depending on their eyes. Also, if you're using glasses or not. Now I use glasses, so I have these set for my glasses. I always keep my glasses on. Now as to using glasses, I cannot see because the eye relief isn't enough, and it's not that big of a deal for the purpose I have for these, but with my glasses on and the eye cups all the way down like you see here, I cannot see the full field of view. So if that's something that is of interest to you, with eyeglasses on, you cannot see the full field of view. Now as to these specs, I want to take a look here at where it says eye relief. Now the 10x25s you'll see are 15.5 millimeters, and that's just not enough. You generally need an average, and a lot depends on the particular eyepiece. They generally stay around 18 millimeters, but there's other factors that come into that. But an average of 18 millimeters of eye relief, in which you are able to see the full field of view. So these being the 15.5, like I said, when I put these on and put my eye glasses, put these right up to my glasses, I cannot see the full field. I'd have to shift around a little bit, and but that's not a big deal for these. These are going to be just fine for what they are, and I don't find that to be an issue. Now these do have twist up and down eye cups. These are twisted all the way up. And there they're down. Now if you're wearing glasses, you'd want to keep them down to see the maximum field of view. But without glasses on, if you take them off or you don't need to wear glasses, it is nice to have these adjusted so you can prevent any stray light and keep your eye buried down on top of these without getting your eyes onto the optical glass there. So that's what's nice about having the eye cups like that. You could place your eye right up on top of this and keep it away from the lens there, getting anything on it. One thing that I cannot find in the specs is the close focus distance. I will say these things focus very, very close, within feet. I mean, matter of feet. So I'm not sure why, but I have not been able to find that in the instruction manual, nor does it state it here on the box, the side that has some specs. Okay, here on your left are the Cabelas, the intensity, and on your right you'll see these are the Swarovski's CL Pocket 8x25s. The list price on the Cabelas is $160. The list on the Swarovski's are $910. Now, why do I state that? Well, I'm very impressed with the Cabelas here, the intensities. Very impressed with them for the price. I wanted to buy a cheaper in cost binocular that I could say, well, you know, kind of roughhouse a little bit more, and you know, if you dropped it or something like that, which, you know, I really don't drop optics, but if something were to happen, I wanted something a little bit cheaper to take with me to use for an all-purpose, say. And but for the price, I am very amazed. The at the 10 by 25, the field of view is very bright, very sharp. Very impressed with these. That's why I bought those, and those are very, very nice. Again, these are spectacular. The Swarovskis are spectacular. Now, there's a few differences. You know, you're going to get, in my opinion, a little bit better optical quality. You're going to get better optical quality on the Swarovskis. The how do I want to say, the mechanics are smoother. The focusing is much smoother on the Swarovskis than they are on the Cabela's intensities, but there's a huge price difference. And I don't think if anybody were to compare them, if you did not have to compare them to the Swarovskis, you didn't have those to compare them with, these things are they stand out on their own. Extremely nice optic. So I'm very, very happy with the purchase, and I think anybody would be. If there was a complaint that I had, it would be that there is no serial number on the binocular. The Swarovskis do have serial numbers. The Cabela's doesn't have a serial number, which would be kind of nice. I guess if you ever had to have them worked on under warranty or something like that, you'd know you're getting the same binocular back. Or if there was ever an issue as to who owned the binocular, you know, I could, you know, if there's a serial number on it, you can always say if it was stolen, this is mine. But being there's no serial number or anything on it, that could be an issue. But I just raised that up to try to cover all sides of the story. But that doesn't take away from my overall feeling that these are an excellent choice.